Look, this is probably not the way to do it, just to show up on your doorstep and to say, guess what? I'm your long-lost son. But I picked up the paper this morning, and there's my old man staring up at me, this big picture on the front page because he saved all these people from being blown up by these Irish terrorists. And I'm thinking, I gotta get over here and meet this die-hard dad of mine.
I can't believe this. How long have you been in town? Or why didn't you call me? Tell me that you're coming. Where? What are you doing?
Alex, you hear me? Who is on the phone?
If he only knew.
I'm sorry. I simply don't have time for this.
I suggest you make time, Alex. I'll be sending a car. Be ready.
Well, why don't you take a hike?
Who?
Some flunky from that rag, that gossip rag, The Sun. They wanted to know, how did they put it, which one of your husband's shady business deals was responsible for him being the target of an international terrorist attack.
Well, I hope you told that vulture where to shove it.
Oh, I did. But Asa, you were a target.
Alex, Poseidon is my problem, right? I'd be out hunting him right now, only Nigel tells me Bo called. He's going to swing by and wants to question me. Me, can you believe it?
Good. Asa, the police should be handling this, honey. You should be staying here and holding my hand. Look, I just don't want to live without you. And you don't want to admit how dangerous this Poseidon is. But Asa, he almost killed you. He did.
Honey, he did something even more low down. He stole money from me. $30 million, and I want it back. I've been almost killed before, but nobody has ever picked my pocket clean. And that SOB is going to rue the day that he tried, believe me.
Margaret. Margaret, I knew there was nothing could keep us apart. I'm looped in the loops of her hair.
Hey, beautiful dreamer. I bet I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that you can't wait till it's Dylan standing behind you, stroking your hair, or taking you in his arms.
All about?
Well, hey, all right, fine. I'll go ahead and tell you because you're just going to drag it out of me anyway. Marty told me that she loved me the other night, but we got in this huge argument about her paying for this security guard to come stay at the community center.
Wait, just a minute. Back up.
What?
Marty said the L word.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Well, what do you think I said? I told her that I love her.
Oh, Dylan, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you and Marty.
I miss her, too.
Darlene, she used to be afraid that I'd never find anybody, you know, after the way I But I did. Today, I'm gonna marry the woman that I love.
And your sister won't be there. Except maybe in her own Luna way. You know, a while back, I was getting in Maggie Carpenter's face about something. I just happened to look down at Frankie. And he had the same look on his face that his mother used to give me when she thought I was being a horse's behind. It was almost like she was there just saying, Max, why are you picking on that poor woman?
Yeah, sometimes I feel that way too, you know, like she's somewhere around watching us.
At times, even the memories seem to be fading. And then something will happen, like you and Marty getting together after it seemed absolutely hopeless. And I can't help but feeling that Luna had something to do with it.
Yeah. I have a gut feeling that Darlene is going to be right here with us today when I get married. And I know everything's going to be just fine.
Actually, I wasn't daydreaming. I was just thinking about how close we came to not having this wedding at all.
Ah, you know what's really weird was that it was Patrick Thornhart who saved the day. I mean, if he and Bo hadn't been at the palace to defuse that bomb, then might have been having a wedding reception in heaven, which I guess would have shortened the guest list. Patrick is better, by the way.
Oh, I'm glad. I mean, I don't bear him any ill will. I just hope he can go back to Ireland now and get on with his life, because I can't wait to get on with mine.
I can imagine. I mean, that was quite an adventure that the two of you had.
See, the problem was it wouldn't end. I mean, you know, when he got wounded, I felt responsible to take care of him. After all, I was the reason he was in Llanview in the first place, being shot at. And, well, it all, everything seems to be taken care of now. So, we can say goodbye.
Just like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I will always be grateful to Patrick. Not just because he, saved lives, but, you know, in a strange way, he made things better between Dylan and me, yeah. We're even closer. And that won't change.
Mrs. Manning, what are you doing here?
You are featured very prominently in this morning's Sun. Front page, big picture. I thought maybe you would want to read what a hero you've become.
Yeah, well, I'm no hero. I was shot. I couldn't do much. It's Bo Buchanan deserves the parade, not me.
Well, I admire your modesty, but see, my reporters told me that you were the one that knew which wire to clip to defuse the bomb.
Mrs. Manning, I was guessing. It happened, I guessed right. Is that why you're here? You want me to pick your lottery numbers?
Do I always have an ulterior motive? No. See, I read that you were in the hospital. I wanted to come and see if you needed a hand. Like you helped me the day that they told me that I could bring little Star home. You showed me so much kindness that day, and I haven't forgotten. I just wanted to see if I could help you, that's all.
Well, I appreciate that, Mrs. Manning, but I do think that maybe you should...
Well, how's the man of the hour doing?
Thanks to you, Doctor.
Oh, Larry? Are you sprucing up your bedside manner with this formal attire? What is this?
It's the new hospital dress code. I thought you might like it.
I do.
Actually, I'm about to leave for a wedding. I'm standing in for the father of the bride, Marty Saybrook.
Asa, I don't mean to be a nag, but if you get killed, my life is over. So will you please promise me that you won't go charging after this monster Poseidon, and that you will please talk to Bo?
You see, I'm not so sure I want to talk to Bo. All he really cares about is poking around in my personal business.
Well, I can't say that I blame him. I mean, I'm your wife, honey, and I can't figure out why you would take $30 million to a meeting with a man you've never met.
Sometimes, Alex, taking chances pays off, and I was not alone. Lord Cove was with me, and he put up $30 million. One of the most respected businessmen in all of Europe. And he's the one they wanted to assassinate.
What if he wasn't the one who was supposed to die? What if it was supposed to be you?
Don't get things mixed up the way it happened. Those Irish thugs were to kill Lord Cove, okay?
Well, whatever this business deal was, what you're saying is that it's over. You're not going to be pursuing it anymore, right?
First, I'm going to find out once and for all who Poseidon is. And when I'm through wringing his damn neck and get every cent of my money back, hell, if he asks me to sit down and play poker my rules, I just might be his man.
Honey? You know who this handsome guy is?
Well, actually, you know, that surprise I was telling you about, this is it.
So you guys have already met?
Yeah.
So what did you two, you cooked up a little,
No,
like a surprise for me together?
No, I kind of asked Nora to let me be the one to tell you I was here.
Great. Drew, I don't even know what to say. I don't, what? Here, sit down. Sit down. God, it's been such a long time. You were... You know, I was afraid that, there's a chance I'd never even, I want you to know that I tried real hard to find you. I had people looking for you all over this country.
You did? Well, I mean, listen, we moved around a lot.
Yeah, but now you're here now, so that's, I guess that's all that really, matters. Huh?
Definitely.
And you look great. So what a good-looking guy, huh, honey? What do you think? You asked him to stay, right, honey? Well, can you? Are you okay for money?
Come on, that's not why I came, Dad.
I know that. I'm just, you know, there's got to be an awful lot of back allowance that I owe you right now.
Come on, you don't owe me anything, seriously. And I thought it was time that I got to know my father. I mean, since I didn't have much of a chance when I was a kid.
I know, and I'm sorry about that. But like I said, I tried to find you and your mother. I did. It was like you guys, you just dropped right off the face of the earth. And I always thought, hopefully Becky Lee would try to get a hold of me because, you know, she knows where I live. And she never did.
Hello?
Nora, you tell my son I don't have all day. Where is he?
Hey, Pa, listen, I'm sorry I haven't gotten over there. I'm running a little late. All right. Look, I just want you to stay put. You stay there until we have a chance to talk, okay?
I've got a lot bigger fish to fry than you. And I'd like to fry them on my own, if you don't mind.
Yeah, like I said before, don't move. All right, I'll see you soon. It was your grandfather. That was Asa. And I'm sure you know by that article about the bomb, there's a chance that he was one of the targets. So if that's true, then that means his life may be in danger. This old cowboy, I mean, you know, he wants to go after the varmints all on his own, so I got to go over there and I got to talk some sense into him right now. At least I've got to go over there, and I've got to try to talk some sense into him now. So I have to go. I'm sorry, but I do have to go over there and speak to him, okay?
Hey, it's okay. I mean, I'm not going anywhere. I mean, we've got plenty of time to catch up.
Great, so that means that you can just hang around here for a while, and then, you know, I'll be right back. Soon.
No, you won't.
What?
No, have you forgotten Marty Saybrook's wedding?
Yeah. Oh, God, I totally forgot about that.
We could bring Drew with us.
Well, I don't know, what do you think? You think that would be fun? I mean, you know, here you are at a wedding with total strangers.
Well, it's up to you guys. I mean, if you'd like the company, I don't mind throwing rice or, what is it, bird seed up here?
Oh, yes, it's very birdsy, yeah. Birds will explode if they eat dried rice.
Okay, that's great then. All right,
Well,
so...
You should go upstairs and change, okay? Get in your suit so that when you leave Ace's, you can swing by here and pick us up on the way to St. James.
That's a plan. Okay. She's always coming up. She has the greatest plans. So, but you'll hang in here, and then we got some heavy catching up to do. Okay?
Okay. That's great. Oh, but listen, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Don't tell Asa that I'm here. I wanna spring that one on him myself.
All right. Do me a favor though. Don't wait too long. It's gonna mean the world to him to know that you're back.
Okay.
Okay, son.
Means the world to him, too, you know. I just want to make sure you know that. He would much rather be here talking to you than going and butting heads with Asa.
Hey, I guess I'm lucky I got to see him at all. I mean, he's a busy man.
I'm so glad everyone's excited, but I can't help but think that I forgot to order the cake napkins.
Ah, yes. Well, you may have, but I didn't. See? Cake, napkins.
Oh.
This wedding's going off without a hitch. I taught Martha Stewart everything she knows.
I do not know how I'm going to thank you enough for all of this.
Oh, Marty, are you kidding? You already have, just by asking me to help. I feel very, very special that I'm allowed to play Mother of the Bride.
Yeah, well, I just wish on this day of all days that,
I know. You know, I lost my mother, too, when I was very young. And I've never quite been able to decide at what times I miss her the most. When I'm afraid, and I really need her to comfort me. Or when I'm happy and I want to share the happiness with her.
did those feelings ever go away?
No.
Sometimes I catch myself in the mirror and I look like her. I'm proud of that. Then I wonder, would she be proud of me? I don't know.
Oh, I think she would. I think she'd be very proud of you. Hey, I'm proud of you. Not that that counts so much. I remember the first day I met you in the hospital when Megan was so ill. You reminded me a lot of Megan in those days. Very wild and reckless. Didn't know whether to hug you or shake you.
Oh, well, I think I needed a hug, but I deserved a kick in the pants. I was out of control.
But look at you now, Marty. Look how far you've come. You know, I think if your mother were here right now, she would put her arms around you and hold you very, very tight so you wouldn't have to be afraid. And I think she would be so happy that you have managed to put all the darkness of your past behind you.
So, where's the happy couple tying the knot? Oh, no, I remember. St. James's Church, right?
Right, Andrew Carpenter's doing the wedding.
Mm-hmm. And I'm guessing they must be doing it very soon. You wearing that nice suit and everything.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I should really be on my way. I just wanted to check to see how you were.
Well, as I said before, I'm fine, Doctor. New man.
Good. Says you, in a day or two, you may be right. You can't do too much too soon, so your job right now is to concentrate on getting better, relax, stay there, just watch a little TV, do the crossword puzzle. I'll check on you later.
Bye, Larry. Hey, just where do you think that you are going?
Why won't you listen to Bo? He is right. You are in terrible, terrible danger. I know it. I have a feeling.
Where did you get this knowing feeling bit, Alex?
Female intuition.
Madam, the car you ordered is here.
Hold it. You rented a car? What's wrong with the three I bought you? They clash with your outfit?
Honey, my assistant ordered a car so she could get picked up first. Then she's picking me up so she can brief me on the way to City Hall. I forgot to tell you, I thought I should go in front of the press today and discuss the bombing incident. Asa, please. Take what Bo is saying very, very seriously. Good luck with him.
All right. Let's hear it, Mr. Police Commissioner. And just tell me how you're going to nail this polecat's hide to the wall.
Let's start with some really hard questions, Pa. Maybe the hardest question. I want you to tell me everything about that business deal that you were cooking up with the site.
I knew you wouldn't keep me waiting. Not that you're predictable. But when it comes to the two of us and what we share, don't I always seem to get my way?
Oh, would you please get over yourself? I'm here for one reason and one reason only. And that is to save my husband's life.
Wow. Oh, Marty, it is so beautiful.
Oh, I think we've got a problem here. Dylan's going to be so dazzled he'll be standing at the altar in sunglasses.
I just hope all that junk food I ate last week doesn't cause a problem.
Well, we'll soon see. Give me a break. Look at the size of her. Of course it's fit.
Now to be among you at the calling of your heart. Rest assured this troubadour is acting on his part. The union of your spirits here has caused him to remain. For whenever two or more of you are gathered in his name, there is love. There is
You look absolutely breathtakingly beautiful.
Oh, my God. The nail of this is great. This is fabulous.
Oh, you look fabulous. And
You know, staring at the clock is not going to help you get better. What you need is just to relax. Maybe watch some TV. Oh, you know what? What's your horoscope? I'll read your horoscope.
No, I appreciate all that, Mrs. Manning, but I think the doctor was right. Maybe I just need some rest. I think those painkillers made me daft. I don't know what I was thinking trying to get out of bed just then.
All right. Tell you what. You just close your eyes and dream about something wonderful.
I'll try and do that. But you know, you don't have to be here. I'm sure you have important things to take care of.
Okay. Well, you just get a good night's sleep or get some rest, and I will be back first thing in the morning. I'll bring you another newspaper. Bye.
Oh, Marty, you look so fantastic.
Now it's time for a little tradition. Oh, well, I already have the something old.
These beautiful earrings that Vicki and Jess gave to me.
But I wanted one of the somethings to be one of my own, so this is for the something borrowed.
Oh, what a beautiful bracelet. Thank you. I would be honored. Thank you.
That's lovely. And this qualifies as something really flow.
Oh, my.
Look, since the reception's going to be like a madhouse, why don't you guys wait till you get by yourselves alone and then let Dylan take it off.
Speaking of flipping things on and off, you can save that for tonight, and that can be your something new.
Oh.
Oh.
Love it. Hey, doesn't that qualify more of a present for Dylan?
Oh, it's his wedding night, too.
Beautiful. I am just so elated.
Oh, da-da-da.
Dylan? Up to Dylan. Yo, Dylan. What's up?
I don't know, I guess it's all finally sinking in. I mean, in a few hours, I'm going to be standing right there saying I do, and I'm going to be spending the rest of my life with Marty.
You're not having second thoughts, are you?
No. None of that. I mean, come on, this is all I've ever wanted. Hey, it's just, I don't know, maybe that's the reason I'm nervous. Marty's such an incredible gift, and some part of me, maybe somewhere I feel like, I don't know, I don't deserve her or something.
You know, I felt that same way about Luna, and when I told her that, you know what she said to me?
What?
She said, I don't deserve you either, so I guess we're stuck with each other, Max Holden.
Yeah, well, I know that wherever she is, she wants the best for you.
Don't worry about me, okay? This is your big day, friend, and here's hoping it only gets better from here on out for you and Marty.
All right, well, I appreciate it.
Hello, beautiful. You just hold your horses there a minute. I'm going to look for some clues to the puzzle by the name of Patrick Thornhart. Of course, you probably know this guy better than anybody in this town, but then again, your conversation skills are just a little bit limited. So you stay right there while I look around here. You do like your Yates, don't you? Well, look at this. It's a favor from Milady Marty Saybrook. My gosh, she sure used you, Patrick. But you were going to get your revenge whether you want it or not, because every day with Dylan Moody is going to be her penance. I'm going to see to that.
What are you doing, woman? Put that down.
Patrick? What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be on your feet, I mean, let alone out of the hospital. You are Dr. Wallach.
Is that what you were counting on, Mrs. Manning?
All right. All right. You caught me. I was snooping this time. I apologize.
What are you after?
Well, the truth. Look, when I saw you at the hospital, you seemed so hurt by what Marty had done to you, and I thought, well, I know how that feels. I have been there. I thought, well, I could help you if I just knew a little bit more about you, that's all.
Well, I'm stubborn for one. I think that's clear to you. That's why I checked myself out of the hospital. Had this crazy idea that I could stop the wedding. So I took off on foot. And I made it all the way here before it finally dawned on me that this bloody fog is lifting in my brain. Too late, aren't I? Huh? It's over, isn't it?
No, the paper said the ceremony doesn't begin until noon. But listen to me, Patrick. If it's any comfort to you, I know that Marty will never love another man as much as she loves you.
She told you that?
Well, she doesn't have to tell me that. It's written all over her face every time your name is mentioned. It doesn't matter, though. I mean, there's nothing that you can do about it now. Everything's changed since you've come here from Ireland.
Everything's changed.
Yes. You, Marty, everything. It's just... Where do you think you're going? What are you... You're not going out, are you? You can't get on that horse. You're not strong enough. It could kill you.
Then let it. But I have to try. You've given me new hope, and I'll be forever in your debt for that. I just hope I'm not too late.
You can't take Araby.
I'll bring him back. Just let me save Margaret from making the biggest mistake of her life.
No! 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 No, you can't take my... Let her make her own mistakes. It's her life. Let her ruin it.
God! I think this being dead, Carlo, has made you lose touch with reality. If you think you can get me back by slaughtering my husband, I suggest you think again. Why don't you try candy or flowers?
I gave you a flower. Remember? You're already mine. Wasn't that clear? I have plans for us now that'll make Ace's dreams seem like an amateur's hope.
That's not true. Asa is going to give me the world. And he's already given me something that you never could. And that you never can. My own good name. I'm respectable now, Carlo.
You weren't too respectable last night in my arms. And elsewhere.
Well, that was a minor faux pas, and I suggest you forget about it completely.
Alex, you're too bright a woman to play a trophy wife to that loudmouth cowboy. It's boring you silly. Isn't it? You were never bored with me, were you? You belong to me because I'm the only man who can understand you. Completely. And if I have to dispose of Asa for you to see the truth, then Asa will simply have to go. Won't he?
Asa, you are not telling me anything that I could use to nail this guy Poseidon. Because you, Bo, are on a fishing expedition into my private business affairs. No, I am not. Now, look, get that through your head right now. I'm trying to find a guy that wanted to kill you. I don't care about your business affairs. I'm trying to save your life, Pa. And I don't know if I can really do that if all you can say is no comment. How about an address? You have an address on Poseidon? Manner of speaking. I'd have thought of it sooner if you just stopped yakking for a couple of seconds. Anyway, anything to get you off my back. Stay right there. I can't believe that you had an address on this guy the whole time.
Hope Bo doesn't cut this too close.
Well, does he always have this much on his plate?
Oh, no, I think this would be considered a slow day.
That's got to be pretty hard on you.
No, I'm very busy myself, you know. We're a lot alike that way, you know. We both love our work.
Mm-hmm.
We just have to be careful not to get lost in it. That's why we always make sure that we just take a little time for each other. That way, when we do spend time together, you know, we love each other so much. It just makes it all worthwhile. When you get to know your father, I'm sure you'll see it.
something to look forward to.
Well, I'm going to put my dress on.
Look at that phone.
Sure. Buchanan residence.
Hey, Drew, it's your dad. Look, this business with your grandfather's taking a little longer than I expected, so I'm going to have to meet you and Nora at the church. That is, if you don't mind being her escort.
Hey, no problem, not at all. We'll see you there.
Great. Save me a seat.
Okay, the caterers have arrived. That's taken care of. It looks like an awful lot of food for a small reception, but at least no one will be hungry.
Who can think of food? I have butterflies in my stomach, don't you?
Oh, one or two. Actually, mostly I just feel happy because I'm surrounded by all your love. Really, I feel so blessed to have you as my friend. You're making this day perfect for me.
You said you had an address on Poseidon. I hope you didn't mean email.
I'm sorry, Bo, but it's the best I can do. This is the only way we corresponded.
Access denied. Access denied. Is that anything like return to sender?
That four-flushing little weasel.
I'd say he covered it as Cybertrax very well, didn't he, Pa?
Damn. Bo, find him. So help me, I'm gonna kill him.
No, I want you to lay low for a while, Pa.
You're gonna make me a prisoner? In my own home?
Until I know what we're up against, I'm going to assign men to guard your house around the clock. That way nobody gets in, you don't get out.
You do that, Bo, Poseidon wins. It's not gonna happen, you hear? No man hiding behind a damn computer is gonna put a scare in Asa Buchanan. You got it?
Driver, stop the car right now. I want you to listen to me very carefully. If you so much as scuff the shine on Ace's boots, you will never lay a finger or anything else on me ever again. And if you understand me as much as you claim, you know this is not an idle threat.
You look fantastic.
Thank you.
Listen, that was Dad on the phone. He said he's going to meet us at the church, if that's okay with you, because I would have to be your escort.
Oh. Well, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather go with. Except, of course, your father. But hell, he had his chance and he blew it.
Hey, well, trust me, I'm not complaining.
Ooh, I like that.
Hello. Yes, Miss Chikwamani. It's Blair Manning. How's the star? Oh, good. Well, listen, that's why I'm calling. I'm just going to tell you that I'm not going to be in until later. Oh, no. Nothing's wrong. It's just a friend of mine is in need, and I'm going to help him out. Okay?
Well, I wonder if Dylan Moody knows what a lucky man he is.
Well, I don't know about that, but I know he's made me feel like the luckiest woman on earth.
Margaret,